across to the right. I think, as far as we know, it's going through 3 council farms, so the people in those farms will be losing their livelihood, I presume.
So this is the junction here.
Yes, now this is the junction, it'll come off on the right.
I'm very in favour of public transport, and that's something I think we need to invest in. How are you supposed to be able to go to work if you live in a village and there's no bus service and you haven't got a car? It's really important, and also of course it would reduce congestion, it would reduce pollution.
And here we have the old route between the 2 roads at the moment, which of course is quite narrow and twisty.
Of course, there is planning going in for a link road between the A49 and the A465, the 2 biggest roads south of us. That would link them together. Do you not think that would alleviate the traffic?
No, I don't. I don't think the link roads have got anything to do with alleviating traffic, and we know that. The council themselves have said it's to do with unlocking land for development, so it's got nothing to do with solving our problems. Dumping more houses once the link roads are built is not going to help our issue here. It's got nothing to do with it whatsoever. The Highways Agency have said that 12 to 15% of the traffic only is through traffic. So everyone is actually trying to get into Hereford. Having a bypass, like in Worcester, won't make much of a difference.
People say it will, though. I hear day in, day out from relatives, from friends, from colleagues, oh, what we need is a bypass. Do you think it's become a bit of an urban myth?
I think it's become a council myth, to be honest, and I mean, I say that quite bluntly, and I'm not being unkind. They are trying to push a narrative that if we have a bypass, it's going to solve all our problems. It isn't. The bypass is to build houses. We know that. It's to unlock land. It's not going to help the traffic problem we have coming through the centre of town because everyone wants to get to work. If we have a school holiday, you can see the difference it makes. As couriers, we can see that suddenly the traffic flows so much easier, and it's a fraction of the amount of traffic on the road.
Also, of course, local democracy with regard to building these homes is very important too. And we would say you'd get much less backlash about housing development. Firstly, if you're making sure that you always concentrate on brownfield first, and that you're bringing empty buildings back into use, but also that you have proper local democracy and local plans. And this is something which, of course, has been a big issue around here, but making sure the core strategy and, of course, the local plans in different areas, we must make sure there's enough focus on that, and there's enough knowledge amongst people about how they can influence the planning process and how they can make sure that houses are situated in the right place, but also that there's the infrastructure to support them.
As I travel down here from the city centre, you can also see lots of traffic coming onto these roads, not just from further down to the west of the county, but from the big housing estates of Belmont and Newton Farm, and everybody is trying to get into the centre of Hereford.
It's causing tremendous problems, especially from anyone coming in from the south of the city. People have to take their children to school an hour and a half in advance. People are trying to get to work, have to go to work an hour and a half in advance to try and get through the traffic. You have to get to the Belmont roundabout at least 7 o'clock if you want to get through town.